Welcome, Lewis and Clark. It's Harper Howe.
And Rylan Nelson with the
LC6GP Newscast. Buy those senior socks.
We are competing against Riverside.
Also, we have about a month left until school is over.
It's coming so fast. Last week was just midterms.
That means we only have a half of a quarter left, so keep those grades up.
Here's this week's fun fact. The Beatles' classic, Yesterday, was originally titled Scrambled Eggs.
Why scrambled eggs?
I have no clue.
Hope you like the 3-day weekends.
On May 30th is another no school day.
Then our field trip.
And finally summer!
This school year has been a very tough year, but we all made it.
Now on to Rose with the weather,
Emmy with jokes,
Allie and Olivia with the Optimists,
production crew with What's Trending,
Emily and Louise with advice and a book or movie of the week,
Kate with sports,
Emma with a special interview.
We don't do more than everything. We do everything.
Hello, 6th grade. It's Rose with weather, and Monday is the low of 44 and high of 70. Tuesday is the low of 46 and high of 71. Wednesday is the high of 75 and low of 49. Thursday is the high of 74 and low of 49. And Friday is the high of 75 and low of 49. There will be mostly clear skies with at most 50% chance of precipitation and at most 12 miles per hour. This week, Fun Friday is possible.
Hi, it's
The Optimists! Today we have some news about the world's largest insect.
This arthropod is a whopping 1.5 feet.
The bug was discovered in southern China about a week ago.
Hope I don't run into that.
Yeah.
On a much different note, we have discovered how to make clear wood.
Scientists at Stockholm's KTH Royal Institute of Technology created the transparent wood by stripping the wood of its lignin and infused it with polymer and baked it for hours.
Very, very interesting.
Definitely.
That's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Discovery News and Dogo News for the great information.
Bye!
Hi, for today's advice, we're going to talk about procrastination, which means waiting until the last second to finish work.
I stayed up all night studying for the test today.
The test is today?
Yeah, you didn't study?
No, I forgot my homework too.
Oh.
Hi, Josh. What did you do last night?
He forgot to study and do his homework last night.
Well, the homework is due in 1 hour, so you better finish.
When's the test?
After lunch.
Come on, I'll help you study, but you have to do your homework by yourself.
Okay.
Hope you learned a little more about procrastinating, because a lot of us do it when we don't want to.
If you procrastinate, it will make stress.
That's all we have for this week. Bye.
Guys, it's Emmy. Here are jokes. I'm doing a sitting joke dance. Okay, what is the breed of Dracula's dog? A bloodhound. What do you get when you cross a gold dog with a phone? A golden receiver. For today's movie, I'm going to talk about Hotel Transylvania 2. So Mavis and Johnny marry and they have a kid. This movie has lots of ups and downs, and everyone, in other words Dracula, is trying to find out if Dennis is a vampire. This movie also introduces Johnny's family. This movie is currently being sold, and that's all I have for you today. Bye.
And this is Kate, your LC6GP sports anchor. Warner Bros. Film Company is considering making a Space Jam sequel, people. Space Jams, starring LeBron James. I can't believe it. And MLB, Chicago remains ahead with 18 wins and 6 losses. And Atlanta is way behind, winning only 6 games of the 25 they've played. In the NBA, Golden State remains ahead. And in soccer, Colorado and Real Salt Lake have advanced the farthest, with Houston and Chicago opposite. And the 2 sports facts are, the longest match of badminton was held for 124 minutes. And in 1904 Olympics, archery was only a women's sport. And this is Kate, and now to Emma.
Hi, it's Emma, and today we have Miss Warrington with us. What inspired you to be a librarian?
Well, I always liked going to the library for story time when I was a little kid. And then when I was a teenager, I volunteered in our public library. Eventually, I went to library school, and I've been working in libraries since I was 15. So I always knew I wanted to be a librarian.
That's cool.
The library likes to display books with a theme, and so these books are all read a movie, see a book, because these books have all been made into movies this spring.
So how many years have you been at Lewis?
Well, this is the end of my 5th year here, and every year I ask to do something a little bit crazy in the library. So one year I asked for a door to the courtyard, and they put the door at the window sill height. And then the next year they had to build the stairs.
What are some of your favorite books?
Well, we're standing by some of my favorite books. I love The Adventures in the Michael Vey books by Evans. If you like a good mystery book, like with bodies and caskets and forensics, this series by Ferguson is really good. If you like adventure, the Ranger's Apprentice books are fabulous. If you like fairy tales, the Flynn books are remakes of fairy tales. So almost every section of the library has some great reads.
What do you like to do in your free time?
You know, conveniently, the makerspaces allowed me to bring some of my hobbies into the library. I love to sew and quilt, so we have 3 sewing machines in our makerspace, along with a lot of other activities like engineering and crochet and makey, if you want to turn a banana into a piano. So I guess the other thing I like to do in my free time is explore and learn.
Have you worked at a school before, Lewis?
I have worked at schools before Lewis. I worked in preschools, I worked in college libraries. I started in Billings at West High, and then I did a little stint out at Castle Rock teaching art. But I knew I was home when I came to Lewis back to the library.
Thanks, Ms. Waddington, for doing this. But before we go, I just want to mention that you can come visit the BOGO Book Fair and the library
during school hours all next week. And BOGO means?
Buy one, get one free?
Free.
Free.
Mm-hmm.
And here are some books that Miss Waddington will recommend that you can buy at the BOGO Book Fair.
Well, what's not to love about Big Nate books? And we've got several of them here. If you like graphic novels and you like the adventures of Big Nate, stop by and pick them up. Remember, BOGO means buy one, get one free. So you would get 2 for the price of 1. There's another one that's about a historical event with women being the pilots during World War II. You had to work pretty hard to convince everyone that you were competent enough to be a pilot. And how many of you like dystopian books like The Hunger Games or Insurgent, Divergent series? This series, The 11th Plague, by Jeff Hirsch, starts with the 11th plague, and then, if you like that one, you'll want to get The Darkest Path.
See you next week. Now into Harper and Ryland with closing.
And we're back.
With the LC6GP Newscast.
Did you like the show?
Yes, I did.
I did too.
I would like to change it up a bit and give you guys 3 fun facts. 1. If you wonder what size shoe the Statue of Liberty wears, well, it's a size 879. 2. All the mountains on Saturn's moon, Titan, are named after peaks in The Lord of the Rings. And 3. Kiwis smell like field mushrooms.
Those were really, really weird.
Yeah, they were. But they're supposed to be fun facts.
Here's this week's quote. Yesterday was in the past, today is in the present, and tomorrow is a new start.
That was it this week.
See you next week.
And stay classy, Lewis and Clark.